The mess literally is the work. So if I were to try to explain to my parents what I do every day, it'd be really hard.
That mess is exactly what students and leaders at Michigan State University are tackling head on. It's called Embrace the Mess. That's the title of a symposium going on at Michigan State University this week. It brings together students, faculty, and community partners to explore real-world solutions to complex environmental challenges. News 10's Rachel Fulton is in the newsroom now with more on how those conversations unfolded today. Rachel?
Yeah, good evening, David. This event really highlights how complicated sustainability work can be and also how important collaboration is in finding solutions. From energy to food systems, experts say no single area stands alone. It takes people from different backgrounds working together to make real progress. The two-day symposium is designed to spark those kind of connections by using Michigan State's campus as a living lab where research, operations, and community partnerships all come together. Day one focused on big ideas and action with sessions on energy, natural resources, and a sustainable economy. It also gave students a chance to help shape the university's sustainability goals moving forward.
It really requires a multidisciplinary approach, and people come to this problem from different perspectives, and you can see there could be some consensus, but there could also be disagreement, and that's where the mess is.
A metaphor I might use is that sustainability is kind of like a Rubik's Cube. So you might think about water, land, agriculture, our forests, energy, waste. All of those things make up the fabric of sustainability.
Throughout the day, organizers emphasized that mess is exactly where the process begins, by bringing different perspectives together to find the solutions that actually work in the real world. They hope events like this continue building those connections both on campus and beyond. Live in the newsroom, Rachel Fulton, News 10.
All right, Rachel, thank you. Tomorrow, the symposium will focus on student leadership and careers in sustainability.